Hello there everyone, and welcome to your weekly MTA plan work video for the Queens Subways and Long Island Railroad for the weekend of Friday, November 16th, 2018, and lasting until Monday, November 19th, 2018. We have a lot to get into as per usual, and I quickly want to mention that next week, as I said, I will be in Maryland, but I'll still be able to do the service changes video no matter what, because I have the other older version of PowerPoint on the old computer, so shouldn't be a problem. And I'm going to try to see if I can do it on Wednesday, record the same day and get it out to you guys, because I want to try to do coverage of the street closures for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which will be taking place, of course, on Thanksgiving Day, November 22nd. So I quickly want to mention that. I also want to mention possibly Tuesday coming up this week, the extra train service that's going to be available on the Long Island Railroad. If I can do that, hopefully Tuesday night or Wednesday, I'll try to have 2 videos on Wednesday if I have to while I'm in Maryland, because I think it could be possible. It could be. Or Plan B is doing Google Hangouts live, and I'll do that. I do have a way to record, so don't worry about that on the old computer, because if I bring this new one, it's going to be chaos, and I don't want that. So don't worry about other future service changes videos, at least till April, because, you know, people complained the last time I tried to, it wasn't full screen and your mouse was in the way. Well, I figured out what to do with Cam Studio if I have to figure it out, and don't worry about me. I'm using OBS right now. And one last point, OBS stinks on my old computer. So let's get to the Queens Subways first, followed by the Long Island Railroad. First up, excellent news on the 7. There is no planned work. So let's keep this streak going, because I want to hope that there will be no more 7 work at least until January. Because you do have the people, again, who need service into and out of Manhattan on weekends, because it's the holiday season and people are going to want to go shopping. So, MTA, please, no service changes until January. That's all we're asking on the 7. Partial M-Train service again this weekend. Pretty much the last 2 weekends this has been taking place, but I will recap it. November 16th through the 19th, 11 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. M service will run between Metropolitan Avenue and 4750th Street, Rockefeller Plaza, and will replace the Q line between Lexington Avenue and 63rd Street and 2nd Avenue, 96th Street. Is the R affected? Well, yes, again, we have our train service that has planned work this weekend, again for the 2nd weekend in a row. November 17th and the 18th, Saturday and Sunday, 5:30 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, our service will run to and from the Jamaica 179th Street station because of signal modernization. And again, this is very good for rail fanners, because they love doing this. So I quickly want to mention for the rail fanners that this is another good weekend for you. November 16th for the 19th, 11:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. Jamaica-bound, our trains will run express from Queensboro Plaza to Forest Hill 71st Avenue because of signal modernization. And lastly, the same time frame as well, Jamaica-bound, our service will skip 75th Avenue, Briarwood, and Sutphin Boulevard because of signal modernization. I want to quickly remind everybody, our trains do not run overnight in Queens. Will the E be affected? Yes, it will. November 16th for the 19th, 9:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. First things first, I want to quickly mention we have track replacement in Manhattan that will affect downtown E service. The E train will skip 23rd Street and Spring Street because of the track replacement project. Now, as far as Queens is concerned, November 16th for the 19th, 11:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. Jamaica Center bound E trains will skip 75th Avenue to Briarwood because of signal modernization, just like the R line this weekend. November 16th for the 19th, 11:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday, same time frame. Jamaica Center bound E trains will run express from Queensboro Plaza to Forest Hill 71st Avenue because of signal modernization. Now on to the F. Pretty much the same time frame on the R and the E. We have Jamaica-bound F trains to skip 75th Avenue, Briarwood, and Sutphin Boulevard because of the signal modernization project on the Queens Boulevard IRT. On the N line, and this is from the previous 2 weekends, the 16th for the 19th, 9:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday, Astoria Ditmars Boulevard bound N trains will skip 36th and 30th Avenue because of station enhancements. And I will quickly mention this again. I'm hoping by February this nightmare will be over on the Ditmars Boulevard line. I'm assuming this is part of the Broadway reconstruction project. If it's not, then I don't know, honestly. And I will quickly mention this again. I'm going to make it official. Once Broadway is reopened, I will be going to do a station tour at that station, which, again, I am really looking forward to having my convenient accessibility back to the Bel Air Diner, because I've been annoyed that I have not been able to go there for months because, again, my normal 10-minute walk to the N train has been cut short because there's no Broadway train station to get me back to 21st Street in Astoria. So let's hope that in March, I am going to confirm it, in March I'm going to come up with a date and I will do a summit there. Off topic, but I have many plans for 2019, which I'll get into in another PowerPoint before the end of the year. I promise you all that. Here we go again with the J line. Here we go again with it. November 17th for the 18th, 3:45 a.m. Saturday to 10 p.m. Sunday. Shuttle buses in the E will replace J train service between Crescent Street and Jamaica Center because of station rehab. J trains will run between Broad and Crescent Street. Free shuttle buses will make all J stops between Crescent Street and Jamaica 121st Street and will connect with the E train at Jamaica Van Wyck. Transfer between trains and free shuttle buses at Jamaica Van Wyck E and our Crescent Street J. I have good news on the A train. No planned work in Queens, but I encourage you all for more A train information. Please check out Matt Camper's service changes video. On the G line, we actually have a service change. November 16th for the 19th, 9:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday, Court Square bound G trains will skip Bedford Nostrand Avenue because of station maintenance. So that is the only service change I can report on the G line this weekend. Other than that, the G line will be running between... I'm trying to make sure I got my information right. Yeah, church. It'll basically be available between Brooklyn and Queens this weekend because my mind's just going blank because I forgot the route for a second. It happens. It happens, but, you know, nothing I can do. So now that we have gotten the Queens subways out of the way as usual, we will now go to the Long Island Railroad Service Changes website. This weekend, we only have one service change on the Long Island Railroad that's going to affect several branches between Saturday, November 17th and Sunday, November 18th. Switched installation work in the Bethpage Wyandanch area will affect train schedules and connections on multiple branches. The following service changes will include: on the Ronkonkoma branch, westbound, all trains scheduled to depart between 6 a.m. and 11 p.m., including trains from Greenport, will depart 10 minutes earlier than normal train times. Other westbound trains will operate as regularly scheduled, except for the 12:46 a.m. train from Ronkonkoma to New York Penn Station, which will depart 13 minutes earlier at 12:33 a.m. Eastbound service will be unaffected. On the Port Jefferson Huntington branch, trains to Huntington, which are normally scheduled to depart New York Penn Station 25 minutes after the hour, will depart 7 minutes later at 32 minutes after the hour. There are also schedule adjustments to some trains westbound and eastbound operating between Huntington and Port Jefferson. And on the Oyster Bay branch, eastbound trains will depart 7 minutes later than normal train times. This affects both connecting service from New York Penn Station, which is provided by Huntington-bound trains, along with trains departing Jamaica for Oyster Bay. Westbound service to Jamaica from Oyster Bay will be unaffected. In addition, some trains on the following branches will have minor schedule adjustments, which will include the Babylon branch, Barclays Center trains going to the Barclays Center for the Sunday afternoon game at Barclays Center, where the New York Islanders will be playing just trying to confirm it right now, the Dallas Stars, so that will be affected as well. I'll quickly get into that as we go along here. Far Rockaway branch, Hempstead branch, Long Beach branch, Montauk branch, Oyster Bay branch, Port Jefferson branch, Ronkonkoma branch, and West Hempstead branch. So now we will quickly take a look at the schedule for the Barclays Center. And once again, this is very important for people on the Ronkonkoma branch going to be attending the New York Islander home game at Barclays Center when they play the Dallas Stars at 1 p.m. So, here's what we have right now. Westbound affected service. Trains leaving Hicksville will be at 10:22 and 11:22. Trains leaving Westbury will be at 10:27 and 11:27. Cobb Place, 10:29 and 11:29. Mineola, 10:32, 11:32. Merlo and Avion. So, crazily enough, for the first time in a long time, Ronkonkoma trains are going to be stopping at, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm saying this, Merlo and Avion, New Hyde Park, Westbury, and Cobb Place. So, Merlo and Avion, 10:34, 11:34. New Hyde Park, 10:37, 11:37. With the final destination being Jamaica for trains arriving at 10:50 and 11:50. The first train scheduled to leave Jamaica, and this is very important for customers at Jamaica. The train at Jamaica will be at 11:10 and 12:10. Which, first of all, yeah, here's the PM. I'll highlight that right here. So this is very important for the people going to, once again, the Islander game on Sunday, November 18th, as they will be playing the Dallas Stars at the Barclays Center. So I will quickly read this to you all, and I will zoom in. Do apologize about earlier, but I was too busy looking at the schedule myself. So, due to track work, the two westbound special event trains from Farmingdale and Ronkonkoma will originate from Hicksville and will operate on adjusted schedules. Customers will transfer at Jamaica for service to Atlantic Terminal. You must use this schedule for all westbound service on Sunday, November 18th. For all other service, you can use the Barclays Center Islander home games table effective from November 12, 2018 until January 6, 2019. So, quickly want to mention, I will leave this link for you all to see because it is very important that you must take a look at this. Because this is going to affect all branches on the Long Island Railroad this weekend. So several means all, particularly. Let me just confirm. Yeah, all branches are affected. All of them are. As far as that, there is no other planned work this weekend on the Long Island Railroad. And at the moment, from what I confirmed, Long Island Railroad so far said there is no planned work for Thanksgiving weekend. However, I will have to double confirm that, because remember, next week, while I'm in Delmarva, if something comes up, I may have to do the service changes live and there'll be some interruptions. But if it means getting it out to you guys, then screw Cam Studio at that point, then that's what I'll have to do. So that's just gonna do it for this week's service changes video. Till the next one, please take care.